Summon Skate is chaos fighting, reality bending, Lovecraftian figure skating RPG about saving the world with great value discount personas? I want you to pause the video now and repeat that to yourself out loud. Summon Skate comes from Lin Yasuda, a Japanese TTRPG developer, and was translated by Silvervine Publishing, who also put out Floria. Summon Skate is a weird game, one that I genuinely kind of find difficult to talk about because I don't like this game as an RPG, but I think it's interesting as a board game. But let's take it from the top. Summon Skate is a 2d6 roll under RPG about being a summoner, someone empowered by the entropy of the universe's superego, and you need to use the power of figures to fight back. To do such, you'll have to investigate the local area for disturbances, trying to piece together what chaos is actually planning to do and what aspect of chaos is actually being summoned. During the investigation phase, you'll be collecting magic stones, being either colorless or containing a figure. Figures each have an ability, rank, and emblem. Abilities range from dealing damage, special effects, or straight up just healing you. While the rank determines how powerful the figure is, a summoner can only have a maximum of 4 of these figures with them at any time, but only 1 of them can be contracted, which is permanently tied to them. The rest have to be found and then a contract formed with them to bring them into your service for the session. The emblem is the symbol in which they play an important part in a minute, but let's get back to the plot a little bit. After collecting all your magic stones with figures, you're going to need to piece together what's going on with chaos. This means piecing together an emotional resonance and emblemizing it within the time limit. These can be things such as isolation or delusion, and when the summoners are correct, good job! You've pulled chaos out of their need-to-come dungeon to fight you. But if you're wrong, say chaos is focused on obsession and you guess greed, then you're going to have both effects during the combat phase at once. Alright, now for the grand show. The figure skating combat! Yeah, it's fucking figure skating. The summoners start with a summoning board fighting against chaos figure themselves, which is broken down into a series of parts and a kind of a randomized ability from there. From there, the summoners must skate, and skate they shall, the main goal being to create emblems as discussed before. When an emblem is created, you can successfully summon your figure, use their ability, and then you're going to have to redraw it. If it were that simple, I'd say it's weird, but they are still trying to kill you. There are 2 main fail states in Summon Skate, the first of one being all of your HPs are reduced to 0, the match being rendered helpless. However, the divine angelic entity is encouraged to roll back time at that point, have you try again, and maybe set it to baby bitch easy mode for tiny little dumb babies. The second option is if a crack forms from top to bottom or left to right. Whenever a chaos figure attacks, they'll actually be attacking the board, cutting you off your potential options just as much as your movement. Luckily, your chaos entity does have an AI assigned to them to randomly distribute damage of where it's actually going to be going on the board and the players. And they also have a hard mode, and there's 15 of them, ranging from easy bosses to hard bosses. Summon Skate is weird. I could spend an entire time going over the gotcha mechanic, the end of days timer, or the fact that there's entirely valid to use Heelys as well as a goddamn surfboard for your summon gear. The entire unison mechanic, or having to build lines with allies, or having the fact that there's an entire mode of play which boils down to roleplay fixing the world after you super duper fucked up. But I won't, because that first line I actually said either sold you or not on this game. I don't hate Summon Skate. I think the game's a little bit too weird for its own good, unfortunately. Something which can be played as a board game more than an actual RPG to get the most enjoyment out of it. But I admire it for trying something new, even if it doesn't necessarily succeed at that. So my name is Notepad Add-on, and this was Summon Skate. If you like what I do here, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Many thanks to the Plutocrats as always. If you excuse me, I'm gonna need to disco rollerblade over Haster.